what's up guys? So today I have the privilege of shooting this amazing 2003 Porsche 911 Turbo that belongs to my friend Shane, and he's actually a YouTuber as well. He's got a channel called Winnipeg Car Life that I'm gonna drop the links below, but he's taken time out of his day to let me shoot this awesome Porsche of his. Shane, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Gary. It's great to see you. We don't hang out near enough, but you know, life.
Absolutely, right? And what a better day, man. Like for you guys, I'm probably gonna upload this probably a little bit later, but for the current moment, it's November and it's like 18 degrees out. Like, yeah, you couldn't ask for any better.
No, it's unreal. Seeing motorcycles, as we were coming here, motorcycles on the highway, those guys must be elated.
Yeah, no kidding. We were just out for lunch at a really popular little spot in Lockport called Half Moon, and there was literally convertibles, bikes, all kinds of stuff sitting out enjoying this nice November weather. Unheard of for Winnipeg. But anyways, let's get into the review of this car. So Shane, tell me a little bit about it. So what are we looking at here? This is a 2003 911 Turbo, automatic. Is that right?
Tiptronic, so basically automatic, but you can manually shift it. Twin turbo, all-wheel drive, 0 to 60 from the factory I think is 4.5. And keep in mind this car is 18 years old, so it's slow by modern standards, but it's still fast.
Absolutely, it's a turbo Porsche. Like this thing's gonna be a rocket ship. So I'm assuming as well, I'm ballparking figures here. Is this like a mid 400 horsepower car? Or I think I was actually reading on your channel that this thing's tuned or it's chipped or something.
It is tuned with an Autologic tune. From the factory it made 415 horse, but now it's making 481 at the crank.
Oh wow, okay. And do you happen to know roughly what kind of weight is a Porsche like this? Or I don't know if you know that fact or not.
3,200 pounds, roughly.
Okay.
32, 33, somewhere in that range.
Good power to weight, so it's got to be a quick car.
It's pretty decent.
Awesome, awesome. So out of curiosity, beautiful gray paint on this car. Is there a specific name for a color like this?
This is slate gray.
Slate gray, yeah. Okay. And I'm just making an observation here. I'm seeing some Pirelli winter tires kicking around on this car. I'm assuming this is your daily and this is your year-round toy.
I am that kind of idiot, yes.
That's so awesome. I want to be that kind of idiot, you know, but my Camaro, I'm just not brave enough to throw winters on it, so.
It's not about brave, Gary, it's just about stupid.
Oh, okay.
So you're not stupid enough.
There you go. What a cool car you have. So this car, where did this car come from, Shane, out of curiosity? Was this local or?
No, this was originally purchased from a dealer in Calgary and it stayed there up until some schmuck from Winnipeg decided to buy it out there last August and bring it here.
Oh, nice.
That schmuck, of course, being me.
Of course.
But yeah, when I bought it, it had 88,000 kilometers on it. The wheels came with it. They're aftermarket from BC Forged. The tune was already on it. Came with a radar detector. It had an updated infotainment system, but it was out of date, so I've since updated that, which is why we've got the satellite radio antenna there. And the spoiler, I did a mod to that as well. Traditionally, it's hydraulic and automatic.
Right.
Comes up at 120, drops back down at 50. There's also a switch inside that you can use to raise it manually. I just think it looks so much better with the wing raised. So I literally have modified it so that the wing just stays up permanently.
So this is called the 996, and I'm assuming that's kind of like a chassis code or something like that?
It's a chassis and body code. Every generation of the 911 is slightly different, and it's got a different body name. So before this was the 993, there was the 964. And if you look at them, you can see they're all slightly different, but very much recognizable as a 911 nonetheless. It's a chassis and body, really.
Okay, yeah, and I believe, I'm just ballparking here, I believe the 996s were made from 97 till, I think it was 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. You get a rough idea. So it was roughly in cycle, or ran this chassis or generation style for approximately 8 years. So one thing that's actually really interesting with the 996 that a lot of people don't know about is the headlight design was kind of a little bit out of the norm for Porsche. So Porsche was always very traditional in its style, which you can see right here, but they did do this additional piece here. And it's kind of, from what I hear online, a love it or hate it thing. Obviously you love it.
Very much so, very much so. And this is it's a 996.2 generation.
Right.
So the 996.1, they called it the fried egg headlights because it had the yellow markers down under here. So
yes,
it literally looked like a fried egg.
Yeah, they're like almost, like the big orange strips right across kind of thing. That's right. So
and these were used on the Boxster and the Cayman as well.
Okay,
of
cool.
The same generation.
Cool. So what's storage space like for this car? Obviously, as you said, you drive it as a daily.
Yeah.
What's the front trunk? The frunk. What's
Yep.
the frunk like in this thing? Let's take a look.
It's fairly small, to be honest. So, still got my helmet in here for some reason.
There you go. You're ready for the track anytime.
Yeah. We should go there next.
Okay, sure. We'll call them up, tell them to open it up.
It's not huge, but it also has back seats that you can fold down, so storage is pretty decent.
You know what? Let's take a look at the engine there too while we're here. Might as well check it all out. There's that wing as well. You guys can see. Kind of has the big cylinders there to keep that lifted up.
Yeah.
So this is a 3.6 liter twin turbo.
Yep.
And as you said, from factory, they're about 415 horsepower. I would hate to work on this. I've got to be honest. I would absolutely hate to work on this.
You know what? Access is actually pretty decent from underneath.
Okay. Okay.
And there's a lot you can see here compared to the newer ones.
Right.
Like on my buddy Mike, he's got a 992 Carrera 2. Literally all you can see is a fan.
Right.
You can't even get to the air filter. I got the oil filter here, oil filler, rear window washer fluid. So there's stuff that's accessible from here that isn't in the newer ones. Although compared to older ones, even this is very crowded and unruly. But once they changed to the water-cooled engines like this one, which they did with the 996 series, it became just way more crowded inside.
Right. I'm assuming with Porsche in general, a lot of their whole model is probably based on dealer servicing. And
I would think so, especially the newer ones. I mean, if you look at a 993 or a 964, really the only thing you're going to see here is the big fan because it's air cooled, but you can actually see this the cylinders and things like that. So,
but let's check out the interior of this car. Don't forget to check out Shane's channel as well, Winnipeg Car Life. There it is on the side of the car there.
Don't mind my stuff in there.
No worries. What a beautiful interior. Bose audio, obviously power leather seats, turbo badging on the side of it.
And don't mind the dirty floor mats.
That's okay. It's like my car.
I've got the winter mats in already. So one thing I've changed other than the infotainment that I mentioned earlier is the steering wheel.
Right?
From the factory, the Tiptronic has buttons to shift the wheel, and I found those very, very, very annoying.
Oh, so you've gone to paddles. Oh, okay, yeah.
So I actually ordered that steering wheel from a company in the States, and basically they take a factory Porsche wheel from a non-Tiptronic car, recoat it in whatever material you want. You can get full carbon, you can get leather and carbon, you can get Alcantara, whatever. And they put, ironically, Mercedes paddles on it.
Interesting. I think I remember these old Porsche steering wheels. Did they have that kind of weird kind of toggle or whatever it was?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Yeah.
No offense, Porsche, but those were terrible.
Yeah, it was, I mean, paddles weren't a thing at the time, so it was still innovative, but I didn't like it. And yeah, it's hilarious that they use Mercedes paddles because it's got a Mercedes gearbox in it.
Right. Okay, cool. The Germans were sharing technology back then.
Yep.
Okay, so we're out for a ride in the 2003 996 911 Turbo, and what a beautiful car. It drives really smooth. We're just in Birds Hill right now, and it just seems like the fit and finish is just excellent. Like, once again, you hear me say this often, I guess I review good cars, but no creaks, no rattles, no nothing. It's just a really nice, solid car. I would assume these things are highway monsters. We're not going to be breaking any local laws today, though. We gotta behave ourselves. But I'm sure this thing absolutely flies at 480 horsepower. Maybe I'll see if I can get him to give me a little bit on the highway, but nothing crazy.
I promise nothing, but I deny everything.
There you go. I can't believe how windy it is today. That's crazy how windy it is.
Yeah.
So what's it like to own a Porsche, Shane?
It's weird, to be honest. I have a hard time referring to this as a 911 because for me to own a 911 is just absurd. So whenever I talk about it, I refer to it as the 996 just because that is it just seems more realistic. Because for me I've had it over a year, as you said, And to still say I have a 911 turbo is just weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's those words turbo. It makes such a difference. Speaking of turbo, do you have a little bit of an acceleration go for me here? I shouldn't swear, but man, this thing plants pretty good. That's impressive.
Not bad for only 20% to the front.
That is, that actually, yeah. Like I actually felt that actually plant me in the seat. You can feel it on the face. That's pretty good. Sorry, as we were, but yeah, not many people. I mean, there's lots of people, I guess, that say they own a 911, but to add that word turbo at the end is really next level.
It's insane. It's just, yeah, it's the coolest thing, really. Like, I mean, my next goal car is a Lamborghini Gallardo,
right?
But at the same time, do I really need to? Because how is a Gallardo really going to top this other than get more attention? Power-wise, it's about the same. All-wheel drive. I couldn't winter drive a Gallardo if I wanted to. I suppose I could, and I am crazy enough. And what content would that be like?
Doing donuts in a Lambo. That'd
Sure.
be fun. But I'm sure doing donuts in a Porsche is just as fun in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
this is a great car, man. This is a really nice car you have, and as I said, you have that exclusivity of driving a turbo car, a turbo Porsche at that, like some of the fastest cars on the planet, and not only that, German reliability.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I don't know with those Gallardos, how the reliability is with them. You know,
That's just it. I mean, I've got friends who have them who haven't had problems with them, but again, I buy a car and it's typically my daily. I mean, a Gallardo is going to be far less practical than this in terms of space and stuff like that, so maybe I'd need to buy a Toyota Yaris or something. But like, I put miles on my cars. I think I told you I did 8,000 kilometers in 8 days last December.
right?
And, you know, can you do that with a Gallardo? I know people who don't put that much on in a year.
Yeah.
So
Now the crazy part is, if we were to swap out Gallardo for Huracan, I know the price difference is massive, but
Yeah.
maybe one day. But at least those Huracans are just dead reliable. You know,
They are.
they've been very well built.
They are, without question. That's probably other than maybe the Diablo, at least according to Daily Driven Exotics, the Huracan's probably it's as reliable as a Volkswagen.
Right. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing from everyone too, is that and that's probably to do with the Audi partnership. And I mean, Porsche flies under that umbrella too, so.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, we're just in a Beetle with running shoes, really.
Absolutely. A very, very fast Beetle.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Look at that, two big dudes in a Porsche.
Well, and we fit. That's the thing.
Yeah, you got headroom in here too. And you have the sunroof, which is
Yeah.
nice, so
Yeah.
that's good. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
it's a beautiful car. An absolutely beautiful car. And I know I've already mentioned this. I'm going to mention it again. Make sure to subscribe to this guy's channel. Check it out. Winnipeg Car Life. He's definitely up and coming and gets to shoot some cool cars in the city. He shot a C8. He shot an Alfa Romeo. He's shot all kinds of stuff. Shot an Audi R8. You know, so check out his channel and give this video a thumbs up too.
One other thing, leave a comment below if you want Gary to go on a rally.
I can't afford to go on rallies.
Oops.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll go on rallies.
We'll go together.
There you go. Well, guys, I just came back from a ride in this Porsche, and I got to say, this thing's actually very impressive, very fast car. And the nice part too is obviously a new 911 Turbo is probably, I'm just ballparking, $250,000 to $300,000. This is a massive, massive savings, obviously going the pre-owned route. And I bet you this thing just gets up and goes. Okay, the new Turbo's going to be faster, yes, but this thing, I wouldn't say, this car is a fraction of the price, but it's not a fraction of the performance. You know, it's probably very similar in performance to a new 911 Turbo. Just, yeah, very cool. But Shane, I got to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Come hang out with me in that track channel and let me shoot this fabulous car you have.
Anytime, man. Anytime at all.
Really appreciate it. Okay, guys, see you all in the next one. Take care.